Hey there, beautiful souls. So, if if you have decided to click on this video, I have a message here for you. Um, and please take it how it resonates, but leave what doesn't for someone else. If everything is not resonating, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because there is a reason why you have clicked on this video, whether it is something about the thumbnail or the title or however it is that you found it. So I'm connecting here with the energy of a significant other that is sending you the evil eye. Now, for some of you, this is an ex significant other, or like a current, your current like spouse or romantic partner. So yeah, it's going to be like 50-50. I was thinking, maybe I was like, Spirit, maybe this is a friend. This could be like a friend or frenemy type of situation. But for the majority of those that this message is for, this is regarding either a current partner or an ex. But there's someone here that you're dealing with, whoever this is, this significant other is for you, that is sending you the evil eye, is hating on you because they've had their ego wounded. Excuse me. You've wounded this person's fragile ego, their sense of identity. Sorry, I've got to get a cough drop. Their sense of identity has been it has been shaken a bit, especially here with okay, so the tarot deck that I'm using, it says Sins of the Ancestors, but this would be the Tower card. This tarot deck is based on the work of H.P. Lovecraft. Are there any H.P. Lovecraft fans? Anyways, so like, you've shaken this person's sense of identity, but it says they constantly and randomly bring you up to get others to talk about you. So if it doesn't matter who this is, whether or not this is a friend, a frenemy, a spouse, a romantic partner, or an ex-partner, this person's constantly talking about you because they're trying to, with the Five of Breakers, this would be the Five of Cups, they're trying to make you look bad to other people. They're trying to point out flaws or imperfections because you have wounded their ego, and so they're needing to get some sort of validation that they are better than you in some way, or that you are the bad one and they are the good one. So they're talking poorly about you. The Three of Books would be the Three of Swords. So with this Sins of the Ancestors, it's not as though this has anything to do with ancestors, although it could. They could definitely come from a toxic family and environment, or like there's been like toxicity that has been passed down their family line. But more than anything, I'm seeing that whenever it is that you wounded their ego by whatever you did or did not do, has been building bad blood between the two of you. There's heartbreak and anger, some sort of resentment here, or even betrayal that has been building, and just kind of building upon some sort of hurt or heartbreak with this person. I also feel like the Three of Swords, this is also this person's heartbreak that they feel because of their wounded ego. I'm also getting, for some of you, this is multiple people. Like, this could be like this is only for a few of you, but I feel like some of you, you're dealing with a current partner and an ex-partner, because I'm seeing significant other, but it's like with the Three of Swords, this could represent someone you're in separation from. So this could be like an ex-partner that their ego is wounded because maybe you broke their heart or turned them down. and they've been building bad blood towards you. Others of you, this is like just like a current partner, or both. You've got an ex that can't stand your ass, that's talking shit about you, and a current partner it's like, goddamn, you have drawn in like some, whoever you are, like you've just been dealing with like some narcissistic people. But I got the incurious card. This is someone here who, look, it gives me like some Two of Swords energy. Someone who's willfully blind. Look, not learning lessons. It says not learning lessons. And look, the Three of Books with the book on fire. Someone who's not learning, they're not growing, they're not evolving, they're shut off. So instead of growing and evolving and like just with the tower energy here, like kind of taking something, these old beliefs that they have, and just demolishing those old beliefs and starting on a fresh slate, they would rather live in filth. And I'm not saying like physically, maybe physically, but I'm saying emotionally, mentally. Also have trickery, and this is the order that the cards came out, like this. So the trickery would be here with this Five of Cups and the constantly bringing you up. So like they're manipulating other people, they're abusing their position of authority in your life, or the authority that they had in your life. But whatever the case is like, also too, it's double dealings. So they act one way to your face and another way behind your back. Not taking responsibility for their actions, just blaming you, making it all your fault, pointing out every negative flaw that they can think of, and even lying. And then I have the Draining Shadow. Now this is a deck that I use when I am doing shadow work readings for my clients, but because this energy came out for this person, I pulled the deck out to find out more about this person that's hating on you. And it says, exhaust others by unloading their issues, energy vampire, taxing a freeloader. And look, it does say you cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. It's time to protect your energy. It's time for you to protect your energy from this energy vampire, this narcissistic energy vampire that has been feeding off of you and building bad blood and resentment between the two of you. You know what I find is interesting? I can't make the connection just yet. But look at the Five of Cups, how this person here has busted the breakers, and they've got the Five of Breakers. They've busted the breakers. They've got glass all in their hand, and they're in obvious pain. But you see how the Queen of Breakers, she's got all these breakers, hasn't broken one. She's learned to wear gloves, and she's holding that breaker in her hand. So the Five of Cups, the Five of Breakers, this is your person that's pointing out your flaws. But you're like, I know how to protect myself. You can't hurt me. Say whatever you want to say about me. Been there, done that. Wrote a book about it. I know better now. I handle my heart with care now. Compassion. Protection. Because look, then we've got the 8 of books. This would be the 8 of swords. Someone here is refusing to look at themselves and they're playing the victim. And manipulating other people to make other people feel sorry for them. That they are the victim and pointing the finger at you. Oh, you've done this and you've done that. They've done this and they've done that. Because they're so emotionally immature and needy. They need the attention. They need the attention. They need you to not one up them. The sacrifice. Oh my God, the violence card. I think this would be the... Let me look. Wait. I got the 4 of books. This would be the 4 of swords. This would be a lack of communication. This person doesn't know how to communicate. This person maybe dealing with someone that ghosts you. Look at the books with the cobwebs. That's like no communication. There's nothing being said. Yeah, this would be the Lovers. Yeah. No, this would be the Chariot. The violence would be the Chariot. So sorry. I'm so sorry. If you're still with me, you can always like double click or like hold down on the video and it'll go 2 times the speed. Violence. The fear of violence that is impossible to resist. You may like try or like trying to like bite your tongue because it says here the fear of violence is impossible to resist. Have you experienced violence? Maybe this makes you like, there's someone here that you could be dealing with someone. If you're dealing with someone who is violent, please make sure to reach out for help. Reach out to me, reach out in the comments, reach out to law enforcement, a friend, family member, if you are dealing with that. Some of you may have actually been physically abused by someone, or you were abused by this person who in turn is like pointing the finger at you and trying to make you look crazy, make you look like the bad one, when they actually are the one that hurt you, that this would be the Chariot, but it was terrible, indescribable. Sorry, it was a terrible, indescribable thing, vaster than any subway train, a sleepless congeries of protoplasmic bubbles, faintly self-luminous, and with myriads of temporary eyes forming and unforming as pustules of greenish light all over the tunnel filling front that bore down upon us, crashing the frantic penguins, and slithering over the glistening floor that it and its kind had swept so evilly free all the litter. It's from the book At the Mountains of Madness. Unreasoned, irrational, non-sequential brutality burst forth. How do you keep your own inner demons under control? This may be someone who, like, you really have to control your temper with, or gain control over your emotions. So, or this is someone that you have, that has got like angry outbursts. They may get mad and like lash out emotionally. Like, this person may have like they may not necessarily physically abuse you, but they may be like just violent with their temper. Maybe they make like horrible mean faces and yell and scream. Maybe they point their finger. Their body language is violent, or just extremely angry. I'm seeing something about the eyes because it was talking about eyes. So there may be something almost demonic with this person's eyes. With this incurious shadow card, it says you can't turn a blind eye to problems that require you to take action. Things you ignore will only grow. I feel like you could be dealing with a person, right, that does not look at themselves. They turn a blind eye to their problems, and because they're not going to look at themselves, and just never really takes action to solve the problem or to work on it. It just kind of gets swept away like nothing ever happened. You may also be turning a blind eye towards the problem in this connection with this person, or you could be ignoring something that happened in the past. Like, you're avoiding facing some sort of violence, whether it is physical, emotional, or mental, from the past. But regardless whether or not this is you avoiding looking at yourself, willfully blinding yourself to something or not, this is definitely this other person. So it could be you as well, but 100% this other person, this significant other, whether it's an ex or not, is not taking the action needed in order to look at themselves so that they can learn these lessons and grow. They are still stuck in hell, in the heel, in the lower dimension, and has not evolved to the heart chakra. They have not climbed Jacob's ladder. They have no connection to source which is why they feed off of you, draining you of your light, of your life force energy. I feel like there's a lot of trust issues with this person within yourself. Expose this person's energy, spirit. Expose this person's energy, please. Others are noticing their bullshit lies. So see, look, I literally was saying lies. They are constantly and randomly bringing you up, all right, so there's multiple people for you. For some of you, this is your actual significant other. For others of you, I feel like this is a significant person, and maybe not necessarily like a romantic, like a spouse or something like that. But this is like a significant person, whether or not this is an ex or otherwise, or you've got a couple of different people here. But whoever it is that they are bringing you up, they're like, whoever this is that's bringing your name and like lying and manipulating, people are like, wait a minute, this don't sound right. Like this, that I don't know about this. People are noticing that that there are holes in this person's story, that they have, someone here has lied on you and is not being honest about the things that they're saying. Study the darkness and recognize it to be able to protect yourself. Look at that, the Three of Swords and the sins of the ancestors. And with the Queen of the Queen of Breakers, which would be the Queen of Cups. This is you mastering it, learning how to protect yourself from the darkness. Look at the study the darkness. Look into the darkness. Don't ignore the evil, the demons, the darkness. Study it by going within and looking at yourself so that you can see and really acknowledge your own jealousies, your own insecurities. Acknowledge the hate that you have in yourself so that you can see the hate in others, so that you can protect yourself against that. What else, Spirit? Expose this person's energy, please. Expose this person's energy, please. And thank you, Spirit, angels, guides, divine helpers. Show me clearly. Is this their card? They're trying to block your money flow. So someone's evil eye. If you've noticed that your money's been funny lately, your money's been a little tight. Maybe you've had to kind of tighten your belt a little bit, or maybe money just has stopped coming in. It is this evil eye that's coming towards you. You need to do a return to senders. What Spirit just said. You need to do a return to sender, and then you need to cleanse yourself, and you need to put up some protection, and you'll see your money start coming back in, or you'll notice more money coming back in regardless. Tell me more, Spirit. Expose this person's energy. Expose this person. Oh. Sending you the evil eye. Look. Posting things directed towards you instead of coming to you directly. So you may not even know. Maybe you have someone blocked. Maybe you don't. But there's a person in your around you. It could actually be this significant other person. But there's someone that is posting things online, or maybe even saying things indirectly to you. But regardless, they are posting things, and they're not coming towards you directly. Look, these haters are bringing you income. Oh, they're trying to block your money flow, but they're actually going to be the cause of you receiving money. I'm not sure how that's going to happen. Look, they low-key feed off your confidence. That's that energy draining too. They're mad because they want to hate, but can't help but to sneak love you. Ooh, there's people. That's there's someone in your energy. I feel like it's an ex too, that wants to hate on you. And hates that they actually really like you. Like, they actually really like you as a person. They really like some sort of skill that you have, some sort of talent. You're talented at something. Maybe you sing, dance, you maybe do something artistic. Maybe you're in the spiritual community. You do something. I don't know. You have some sort of talent that this person actually really likes. They're like, and they're like, they low key like something, and they're like, man, I hate this, that I like them, but they refuse to even admit to themselves that they actually really like you. Even if it's a spouse, like you have to actually like someone to love them. And so this person, like, they actually really like you. There's someone here that they want to hate you so bad. Spirit, expose this significant other. Look, hating on your psychic abilities and gifts. There's someone that knows that you're very intuitive. They're like, why do you always know what you know? They hate that your intuition and your psychic gifts are on point. Maybe you read tarot yourself. Maybe you read online. Maybe you read for friends, or you read for yourself. But whatever the case is, they hate that you are so psychic, constantly comparing themselves to you, constantly, oh, you know what? Especially like if you are like if you do psychic work online, they're watching you. Hey, boo, watching you and comparing themselves to your psychic gifts and abilities, comparing their psychic gifts to yours. But, Spirit, can we send that evil eye right back to sender, return to sender? But even if you don't because I know not every single one of you is, doing readings online, but they're hating on your psychic gifts and abilities, and they're also hating on like some sort of talent that you have. They're hating on your abilities, your skill set, and your intuition and psychic gifts. And they're constantly comparing themselves to you because they are a very insecure person. Shut up. You can't even make this up. Spirit, this is what I'm saying. You cannot even make this up. And you guys see it. I didn't look at the bottom of the deck. I took those cards and I put this deck down. At least I'm pretty sure that's what I did. But I know for damn sure I didn't look at the bottom of this deck. I didn't see it. Look, they envy your skills and talents. You can't even make it up. So whatever you do, whether or not you are psychic or you have a very strong intuition, you're talented at something, you're gifted, maybe it's the way that you do your hair, the way that you do your makeup, or the way that you dress, but you're gifted, and they're constantly comparing themselves to that. They can't operate on your high frequency. They can't reach the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Breakers. You've been there, done that. And look, you don't need your sight. You don't need your eyes to see. You're handling that not by your eyesight, but with your feelings, with your intuition, with some sort of God-given gift. I think it's so easy to fall in love. They don't know how to communicate in a healthy way. And what did I say? I literally was saying that with the eight of books, and we have the what was it? Yeah, no, there's the violence. Yeah, the four of books, and then also the eight of books, which would be the 8 and 4 of swords. So, and I literally said communication. This person doesn't know how to communicate in a healthy way. When they feel defensive, they may lash out, they may yell, they may also shut down and get quiet and not say anything at all. But regardless, whatever the case is, or maybe they do both. They low key, or sorry, they want to low key be you. Ooh, they want to actually be you. There's someone that actually wants to be you, boo. Look, they envy your skills and talents. Look, there's someone here is trying hard to lower your self-esteem, to undermine you, to get you to second guess yourself, to second guess your choices and decisions. They will not compliment you, and they can't stand when other people compliment you. You know, like you could do something as simple as, I don't know, maybe cook a meal, and they're not going to say that was delicious. They're not going to say anything. They would just eat the meal and that's it. You wouldn't get a compliment. So something that you're doing, you're not going to get some sort of compliment out of them, or you're not going to get words of affirmation or confirmation or any kind of recognition from this person. Or you could be dealing with someone that constantly has you like questioning yourself and is trying to like have the upper hand or control over how you live your life, which is why they're trying to drain you so that you're more easily controllable, so that once they drained you, then they can lower your self-esteem and control what you do. So because they already are jealous of something that you do, so if they can drain you and lower your self-esteem, then in their mind they can have you stop doing the skill or the talent that you're good at, so then they don't have to worry about comparing themselves to you. Expose this person's energy. Spirit, one last card. Expose this person's energy. Expose this person's energy. They got scammed trying to do spiritual work on you. I know that's right. I know that's right. So they may have actually gotten scammed, like trying to go to a fake tarot card reader or getting some sort of magic done on you. And maybe you never even known about this, but that's what they get. That's karma, because they were coming from a very negative place. They weren't coming from a place of love and self-love. They were coming from a place of jealousy and insecurity and trying to do harm. So that's why the universe guided them to someone that would scam them. And they did. They got scammed. And it may have even blown up in their face. It may have had if the person actually did a reading, then they didn't get any real information. They would have gotten like no information or bullshit information, or they were fed lies. If they went and got spell work done, then the spell work either that was never done, or if it was a legit practitioner, then the practitioner would have pulled cards, because you always do divination before doing any kind of spell work. If it was a legit practitioner, they would have pulled cards first and seen that, no, you are not to be fucked with because you haven't done anything wrong and you are protected, and the practitioner would not have done the work. if the practitioner took the money and said they'd do the work, then it was not a legit practitioner and they got scammed. That's exactly what happened here. Look, dark entities are using these people to work against you because, look, you are this high frequency being, and you are meant to achieve great things. And if you achieve great things, then it will send out this ripple effect into the universe that will help raise the frequency of the planet and the humans here. So there are these darker forces that do want to stop you. So are using other people's jealousies and insecurities to compete with you, because these darker forces want false light to be successful, so that way it will not ascend people. But you are working through the light, through the true source energy. So these darker entities are sending people to compete with you, to use that jealousy as fuel to compete with you. And then look, on a mission to turn others against you. Again, it goes right back up here to constantly bringing you up, to talk about you, to turn people against you. And it's like they want people on their side. There's people that want people on their side over you because their ego has been wounded. Baby, do a return to sender. Right meow. Right meow. But yeah, I'm going to leave that there, you guys. So I would definitely do a good cleanse. You know, take you a spiritual shower. Cleanse with smoke, sound. Maybe do an egg cleanse. And then I would do some protection work. And a return to sender. And then you could do like some money manifestation, and then you will notice your money improving and your energy feeling lighter. So that is your spiritual prescription for tonight. So go get your prescription filled and holler at me later. All right. I love you. If you're looking to book your own personal private reading with your girl, the info is always in the description box below. You can send me a text or an email. I will also try my best to remember to put my email and text information in the comments as well, so you can reach out to your girl. But don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. Do all of the things, you know, sharing some equal energy exchange with your girl. Even if you can't get a private reading, you can hit the like button. And, you know, like, leave me a comment. Let me know that you watched the whole reading all the way through by leaving me like a purple heart emoji in the comments below, because that will also help motivate me as well as boost this video up in the algorithm. And you know the universe gives to those who give. So if you stayed, you got anything out of this reading, then give something back to your girl. All right, I love you again. I'll holler at you later. And the divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste.